Are you feeling overwhelmed by clutter everywhere you look? Don't worry, you're not alone. And today, I've got a game-changing method that'll transform your space in no time. Join me as I walk you through the 12-12-12 decluttering technique that will revolutionize, yes, I said revolutionize, or as I believe, a much easier way to organize your home. So, welcome back to our channel. If you're tired of the clutter and ready to transform your living space, you are in the right place. If you're new to my channel, I am Carol Murray, or Carol Pro Murray, your go-to real estate agent in Shelby Township, Michigan. And in this video, we are going to explain the 12-12-12 decluttering method. This method is a simple yet powerful way to tackle clutter in a manageable and rewarding manner. First off, I have a hangnail. As you see, the nail is missing. Just want to point that out. So the idea is simple. Find 12 items to throw away, 12 items to donate, and 12 items that need to be returned to their proper place. So not only does this method streamline your space, but it also makes decluttering a part of your routine. So, and the added benefit, if you're like me and like to make a list and cross things off a list, actually each item, you have a total of 36 items on this list, right? And then you could do it again and again and again. Oh, the feeling of accomplishment. At least I would feel accomplishment. So, before I begin, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, if you're gaining insight or knowledge from this video, feel free, or please, if you would, give it a thumbs up. This gets my video in front of more people who may actually need the assistance and the help, the information I can provide. So I would appreciate it. So thank you. All right, first, let's get started. You're gonna need a few things to prep, right? A trash bag for your items to discard, or a donation box for items to give away. A container for items that need to be reorganized. So you have that all within your home right now. So having these on hand will help you move swiftly through the process. You're not gonna be delayed. So start off choosing a target area, be it a drawer, a shelf, a corner, any space that could use some decluttering attention. Focus on one area. Don't just say, I'm going to do the basement. So focusing on one area prevents you from feeling overwhelmed and keeps you on track. We all like to be on track, right? So discard items that are broken, damaged, or worn out beyond repair. It's important to be honest about whether you will actually fix something or if it will just sit there for years and not get fixed, right? Throw away items that are no longer relevant to your lifestyle or you haven't used in years. And we all have that pile of stuff that we want to fix, right? But this includes anything from expired food to medicine, right? Because you got to do that too. Cosmetics that are expired or chemicals that you should no longer be using, because sometimes that stuff sits there for years and you finally get to clean it out and then you're like, oh, I cleaned it out and it's great. So this isn't just for the inside. So you can do this on the outside also, right? So the 12-12-12 decluttering method can definitely be adapted for use in outdoor spaces like your yard or exterior areas of your home, right? So here's how that might apply to the outside when you start on the outside, okay? So you're disposing again. This is the first 12. Dispose of any broken gardening tools, damaged hoses, or irreparable outdoor furniture. So remember, 12 items. That's easy enough to count. Safely discard any old or expired chemicals. Here we go again with the chemicals. Pesticides, herbicides, or fertilizers that are no longer effective or safe for use. Because when they break down, sometimes they become toxic, right? We don't want that putting out on the grass if we have pets or grandchildren or children, right? So now we're moving on to the 12 that are in good condition but no longer serve you, right? So this is going back to the second part of the 12. These items can be donated to charities or thrift stores where they can find a new life and bring joy or usefulness to somebody else. So this, I feel, is probably the most rewarding part to me. But please don't donate broken items that will just end up giving the new owner trouble, issues, or having them purchase something that doesn't actually work, because that's no fun. So if an item is in good working condition, but you haven't used it in over a year, consider donating it. Okay, so that's the second one, the donate. So someone else may need it more than you, and you never know what joy you can bring to somebody else. So if you have duplicates of certain items and you don't use them all, donating the extra ones is a practical choice because who needs 2 or 3 of one thing? So this is definitely going to apply to shoes and other personal items that no longer fit your size. Not saying you're bigger or smaller, but you could be both, or your lifestyle, but are in perfectly good shape, right? So that's the donate. Now let's talk about the 12 items that belong somewhere else in your home, like repurposing them. So like a coffee cup in the living room or shoes by the door. All right. So returning those items to their proper place helps maintain order. So the last 12 can just be maintenance if you'd like, or you can repurpose a coffee mug to an office or a different area where you store pencils and pens in it, right? I would say repurposing shoes is probably just a little bit more difficult, but so be it. So after that, take a moment to admire your work. So with 36 items decluttered, you've already made a significant difference in your space because every little bit helps, right? So this method, tidying up, it doesn't, you tidy up your surroundings and it brings you an opportunity to evaluate what you have and you can keep the momentum going. So you can repeat the 12 method in different areas of your home, right? Making it a weekly or monthly habit to prevent clutter from piling up. So this doesn't have to be a one-time thing, guys. You can keep doing it, okay? Let me talk about the outside chairs again. Or the outside. If you have outdoor chairs, I was just thinking about this, or decorations that are in good use, but they no longer fit your decor outside, donate them to a local charity. That would be great. Maybe you've changed the color of something, right? So they're still functional, but they're going to bring joy and happiness to somebody else, right? Remember the rule of 12 still. Make it 12, Sometimes that checks up pretty quickly, right? I just love the feeling of being accomplished after you cross something out. So this one is interesting. So if your garden is overgrown, you could consider dividing your perennials, right? Going to a perennial swap, right? Or donating them to family or a community garden. So you're donating. In regards to repurposing, if you recycle or you compost organic material, try to do that whenever possible. If you have the room in your property, do it. So that way with the next year coming, you actually know where to go for your stuff, your fertilizer or your soil or whatever that is. So that I think is a pretty cool idea too, right? Something that maybe you might not have thought about. But, reorganizing your plants, there are some flowers or plants that you could actually move, but just be careful once they get really big because you don't want to do that. But say you have them in a spot that hasn't been suitable for the light and they need sunlight and you had them in shade, whatever. So first off, let me tell you, safety first in all regards when you're dealing with anything outdoors or inside too, because you have like sharp gardening tools and everything and the expired or fertilizers and everything. And please don't put fertilizer or anything. This is just another do-good thing to do. Never transfer fertilizers into unmarked containers. You don't want that. So that could be a very bad thing. But using this method can significantly enhance the appearance and functionality of your outdoor spaces and indoor spaces, right? Your outdoor spaces are making them more enjoyable. Your indoor spaces, when you're inside, you're not going to feel as cramped. People that are organized, actually, they say they live a healthier life. And funny as this could be, they say they actually they are wealthier, I guess, in the whole regards, right? Because their world is more simplified. So just because you're holding on to it doesn't mean you don't have to. You don't have to hold on to stuff. But whether you're decluttering or you're doing, just because, or you're thinking of doing this because you're going to be selling, I believe this strategy is an awesome way to keep going and just to feel that you are on top of things, okay? Because you could spend hours, get knocked into the vortex of hours of decluttering and, without the 12-12-12 method, you just keep going. And if that's what you want, have at it. So be it, if you have the time. I'm just saying that most of the time, people don't have the time to devote a whole day to that. So at any rate, I would say use this advice if you're like me, or if you're a lot of people, where they just have a little niche of time, and there you have it. The 12-12-12 decluttering method. So as I said, spending a little time each day, you can achieve a clutter-free environment, more organized living space, and I think you'll be happier. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share this. Because like I said, getting in front of you, and if you like it and if you think it's useful and you click it, YouTube and its unique algorithm will share this information with other people that may be looking for it. So thank you so much. Good luck decluttering, and I appreciate you.